Hello everyone. So we are here on board MURCIA MAERSK. This is one of the largest vessels here in Maersk. This belongs to a fleet consisting of 11 sister ships with same design and capacity. So for today's video, we will do a walking tour just to show you around how it looks like on board one of the largest vessels in the world. And from here in forward station, then we'll go along the way to the side, then all the way to the aft station. So yeah, I will show you the design, how it looks, how are the equipments placed, and I will also explain along the way the purpose of whatever we see. Yeah, then yeah, I hope you enjoy this walking tour, and I hope somehow you'll get to imagine how it looks on board a huge container vessel. So to start off, we are here at the forward station, or the bow, or the forward mooring station. Just to show you, we are here passing by the northern islands of Indonesia. We are southbound and bound for Singapore, so we will enter the Malacca Strait. So here you can see the mooring winches and the bits. These are the bits, mooring winches with the mooring ropes, and you got there at the back the windlass for the anchor, and that's the anchor chain, and the control stations for the winches and the windlass. So we'll pass by here by the port side. That's the size of the rope, and the anchor. Each link weighs about almost 1,000 kilograms. The windlass, and the control station, and the foremast. Many times I've climbed all the way to the top of this mast already. Every month I have to do inspection. I also have to check that rotating scanner. That's a scanner of the radar. It sends radar waves and receives as the waves come back. Then it will be presented as an echo as part of the navigational equipment. This mast is about 40 to 50 meters high. So we are passing by the what we call base, or the cargo area where the containers are loaded. Winches. These are winches for the mooring ropes that is going here and going backwards. The mooring ropes are positioned differently for different purposes in holding the vessel alongside the pier. Yeah. These numbered areas are what we call bay. Bay is an area for where the cargo is placed, or where the container is loaded, and bays are numbered. And these are covers, huge flat metal cover covering the hatch. When these are opened, you will see all the way down to the cargo hold, and these are opened when all the containers are discharged or taken out from the vessel. The vessel can stack from here on deck all the way to the top, up to 11 containers, and each container is almost 3 meters high, so that's about more than 30 meters from here to there. And from here down, you also have containers there from that's 11 stacks also. Then our life-saving appliances is our life raft, which we can throw and inflate on the sea in case of distress. Now we are making our way to the aft area, or the stern, or the back part of the ship. This is the accommodation area. All the way above are the cabins, and in here, in this level, are the stores, or the spaces or rooms where our equipment are stored. Later on, I will show you also what are inside the rooms. Gearboxes, those are loose gears attached to the containers. There, so they can lock up on each other, so they will not fall when the vessel is moving. That's our ladder. When we are at the pier, this will be swung down, then landed on the pier. This vessel, by the way, is 399 meters long, 59 meters wide. From the bottom of this vessel up to the highest point above the bridge, it's about 78 meters high. We arrive at the area which we call engine casing. It's a casing. If you look from above, you will see that this is where the funnel sticks out. There, the funnel.
We have two funnels because we have two engines, and we call this engine casing because the whole area, the whole superstructure is like an encasement of the whole machinery for the engine. Later on we will also have a tour inside. For now, let's proceed all the way to the aft area. We've reached the stern of the vessel, and from here you can see how strong the propellers are working. It's quite strong already, but we are actually still slow. We are only running about 13 knots. This vessel can go up to 21 knots at full speed. So now we are going down the aft mooring station. From here you can see the winches there placed at strategic points, so we can send out mooring ropes which serve different purpose. Ladders for emergency, in case we need to board our life raft, which is here, in case we need to leave the vessel. This area is pretty wide. Inside here is where you go so that you can access the steering gear room. Below us, directly below us, is the steering gear room, what we call. It's a machinery room of the whole machinery of the engine room. Particularly at the back, you can see an area where we normally stow spares, engine spares, garbage for disposal, and many other things. We make use of this space behind the engine casing. That is because we have here the monorail. That's the monorail. It's a strong, like a crane. It can pick up and lower stuff from the pier to the pier, down to the engine room, or just here at the backyard. And we start here. We have the acetylene room and the oxygen room. These are the necessary gases that is normally used for welding. And here is our manifold when we are discharging sludge, taking in lubricating oil and related liquids for the use in the engine. Okay. Upstairs, all the way to the third deck. We will not go there. It's just a small room where what we call an emergency generator room. It's a whole set of independent generator that will start up in case of a blackout. Remember, in an incident which happened a few weeks ago in Baltimore, where they had a blackout. One of the equipment that will be involved in that situation, emergency situation, is the emergency generator. It will start up automatically when the blackout happens, and for us it's located there on the third deck. Now I will show you the area. This is the access to the engine room, and this is what we call the skyline. It's like an opening that leads all the way down to the engine room and the decks of the engine room. When we lower the spares, the tools down here, then it will go straight to the decks. Depends on where the engineers want them to be lowered. We also store here garbage bins, big garbage bins. Garbage. They're not normally like this. They're only stored like this because they made it ready for disposal in Singapore. You can see the straps, they're ready. They will be picked up by the monorail. See that hook there? They will unlatch the monorail, will move and pick up our garbage and dispose ashore. Now we go inside the engine room. Before we go inside, I have to have my ears plugged in with earplugs. When the vessel is running, inside the engine room is very noisy, extremely noisy. It can damage your ears after a long time of exposure without any proper protective ears. So I have here earplugs. much because you will not hear me, and it's very noisy. Yeah, so my voice cannot be caught with the camera. So I will just show you the areas, and later on the video you will see subtitles. Let's go. that way goes all the way to forward station. This passageway is just under the passage where we were walking when we were outside. So beneath where we were walking outside, this is how it looks. So how far we walk outside is the same here. So you can walk from here all the way, also all the way up. And now we will go to the steering gear room. The steering gear room is in a separate compartment. As I said earlier, when we were standing at the aft mooring station, beneath us was the steering gear room. Now this is the other access where we can go there. I've said earlier, this is our engineer's passageway. It stretches all the way forward and of course to the accommodation. It's significantly long. Stairs just leads all the way to the entrance to the ECR, engine control room, where we filmed earlier. Now, before we go back to the accommodation, I will first show you the area underneath the forward mooring station. Earlier we were there in the steering gear room, which is underneath the aft mooring station. Now, what could be underneath the forward mooring station? Now, we will find out. Now, this room here is what we call Boston store. It's traditionally a store where we keep our spare parts and tools that are for the deck department. And it's called Boston store because normally long ago it's managed by the bosun. But before we go inside, I'll just show you the access to the bow thruster. Bow thruster. Okay, bow thrusters. They are a different set of propeller blades where they are facing sideways. When they run, they turn the bow or the forward part of the vessel left or right, and that's basically it. We have here the switchboards for the mooring winches, and spare sets of lashing gears, actuator poles. We have here turnbuckles, the unit for the hydraulic oil pump, turnbuckles, spare ropes just like the aft station, spare lashing bars to lash the containers in place, spare ladders, spare link of the anchor. Look how big it is, anchor chain. Yeah, pilot ladder, spare. And that's basically it. Next, I will tour you around the accommodation area. I will show you the what we call Monkey Island, the bridge, the cabin decks, the public spaces like crew day room, officers day room, where we have some recreational facilities. Also the cinema, our slop chest store, our IT cafe, the library, and the galley, the men's room, the office. Yeah, that's it for now. So to continue our tour from the other day, this time I will show you the areas inside the accommodation. We'll start off with the bridge. From the bridge, then we'll go down to the office. So right here from the back, we have our GMDSS radio console. We have the Inmarsat-C. There they have individual antennas at the top. We have the MFHF radio, and yeah, we have our like an office table. We do our paperwork here, our planning station to plan our routes, and of course PC
to do our office works. We have several panels here for the monitoring the watertight door, the close or open, buttons to start pumps and close dampers, panel, repeater panel if the water mist system is functional, fire detector panel for the fire detectors, cargo hold, smoke detector panel for the detector panels and the fire detectors, smoke detectors in the cargo holds, and control panel for the PA when we want to announce something, and button for emergency alarm. We have here cams. It's a alarm monitoring system. Yeah, we monitor a lot of stuff here and control a lot of machinery system. And panel second, we have our ECDIS system, or actually the brand that we are using, they call it MFD, multifunction display. So the ECDIS system is incorporated. We can actually use different screens for the ECDIS or for the radar, vice versa. Radar, currently it's off because we are in the port of Singapore. Like this. And controls again to start the steering gear pumps, so our steering gear can function. Remember when I toured you around the steering gear room, this is the control to start the pumps there. Panels for the compass, and indicators, rudder angle indicators. What's the angle of the rudder, which I explained when we were at the aft station. The controls for the telegraph, for the main engine. So whatever we do here, it will control our propellers. Bow thruster, same as the telegraph, but this controls the bow thruster, the one I explained when we were in the forward station. The one underneath the forward station is like a propeller pushing the bow sideways. And echo sounder panel. So we see here the depths below the vessel from the keel.
Second, forward line, check, all okay.
Okay, thank you. Then, yeah. These are the depths below the keel, the lowest point of the ship. And GPS unit. And we have CCTV facing different locations, port and starboard, forward and aft. And yeah, another console which has basically same controls, mirroring
Bye, forward line, check, all okay.
from the center,
Okay, copy, bye.
and same as the starboard there. Panel for monitoring the pilot door if they're open or closed, and the bunker manifold door. Signal lights, switch panel, navigational lights, switch panel, and other buttons to activate signals, bell, gong. Yeah, that's basically it. Then now we go down. From here, we will pass by the corridors of the cabins. There's not much to see there. Cabins are all closed. Then we will go to sea deck. it's where our recreational rooms are located. Let's go. So in this deck, sea deck, this is a deck where we normally do our recreational activities. So we play sports, video games, read some books, and go to gym, work out, and chill out in the cinema, watch movies, and yeah, we also do barbecue party here at the outdoor area. So we start from here and we buy things here. There. This is what we call slop chest room, where some necessities are for sale and some snacks also. Chocolates, peanuts, crackers, chips. We don't have much at this time because we had a very long voyage, and yeah, most of them are bought already. Then we have here crew day room. We play table tennis here, and we can also sing karaoke there, just lounge there. Yeah. Just recently actually we played a tournament, a 3-week-long tournament organized by me, and the crew were very happy. It was a serious tournament, and we even have official matches, bracket of matches. You can see here. This is for the table tennis. Tony won. Double elimination. Tony is the 4th engineer. Then next we have, we also did darts tournament there, and captain was actually the champion. And foosball tournament, Ruel and Pio, the AB and the electrician won. We have the library here, lots of books which rarely are read. I do read sometimes, but most of the crew don't. And some movies, darts.
foosball, PC. We even have golf set there. And books, just to show you what books we have. Pretty good books, actually. A lot of them. Many of them are suspense, thriller, and several of them are fantasy. Some of them are also adventure themed books. Some of them are also in Danish language. Yeah. Pretty good books, actually. We even have books here by Stephen King, David Baldacci, Ken Follett. There. And next, this is also nice. Our cinema room. It's actually a mini cinema. We have a projector there and cinema seats. Like real cinema seats. Even the speakers are like surround speakers. Yeah, and we are free. We do chill here and watch cinema. And next, I will show you here. This is our gymnasium. Ta-da! It's a well-equipped gym with a good enough space. I spent so many hours here. Throughout my 5 months stay on board, I was able to run 547 kilometers. Despite my 7-day work schedule. 8 to 12 hours a day. Mostly I focused on my running this time because I have some aims for my marathons.
Kuya Manuel, offline check, all okay. Okay.
Then now, the last room we go is the officer's day room. Same day room as the other one. This one is for officers, although it's not really strictly for officers only. Yeah. We play here video games. The other day room we do karaoke there. Here, video games. PlayStation. And this side, starboard side of the sea deck and the outdoor area, we conduct barbecue parties here. another grill somewhere placed, and we use it for roasting lechon. This for grilling meat. Then swimming pool. We just arranged it to be filled up by our seawater pump. Next we go to B deck, where we have our galley and our mess room. Storerooms there, and galley. It's still very early in the morning, so the galley is still closed, so we're not allowed to just waltz in there for sanitary purposes, of course. And this here is our mess room, dining room, buffet style. The food will be placed here. Yeah, this is actually a hot plate, so it gets warm. There's a cold plate, it's cold for the cold side dishes, and some dessert there. Here are the main meals. Fridge. Then on this side is the crew mess room. We have the coffee machine there. Yeah. And yeah, the dining tables. It's called crew mess room. Basically, the crew can choose to eat here, especially when they're wearing coveralls, because the other room is for dining when you're in your casual clothes, so the place won't get dirty. So this place can get a little crowded sometimes, because most people come here directly from work and eat, and they don't have time to change to their clothes, so most people eat here. We have here our ice making machine. Oh. Then next and last is our A deck. It's where our office is located, crew changing room, fire control room. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Share mo na ako second.
All right. So those are storerooms, then the exit to the outside. Here is our fire control room, and there is the office. We can go there to the office or fire control room. Let's go here. We have several panels for our fire detectors, smoke detectors, and yeah, pipings for the CO2 plant. Yeah, panels again. It's just the same as in the bridge. And fireman's locker. We have here the fireman's outfit, the BA suits, and yeah, the one usually worn by the firemen. We also have it here. Then let's go here to the office. So here we usually do, of course, our office works. We check emails, monitor the cargo plans, yeah, record our activities. Then we have here our crew changing room for the crew and for the officers. Change here our boiler suits, casual clothes, then we change into this one. Yeah, so only below us is the outdoor area already, where the stores, the rooms are located, the rooms for our tools and spare equipment. So yeah, that's it. That concludes our tour around this vessel, MURCIA MAERSK, one of the largest vessels in Maersk. And I hope you liked it. I hope you learned a lot from my video.